Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Discord Brats. I am your host Chris and I am here with the lovely Red this week.
Hey everyone.
So this week is going to be all about communication because me and Red just have such amazing communication skills. I mean, sometimes we don't. You know what? I'm not gonna blow any rainbows up my ass or anything. But I figured this would be a good topic to talk about because me and Red here have a lot of experience, especially when we were talking and he was still back in California all the way across the country. So, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, well, as we've said before, communication is the foundation of any relationship. Nothing
Right.
will work if you don't know how it will work. You don't know where to draw the line, where not to draw the line, what you can do, what you can't do. It just causes confusion. If you say you're okay with someone, with your partner or someone you're really close with, hanging out with a specific group of people, but you don't tell them what you're okay with them doing, not what you're
Right.
allowed to, but what you're okay with.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do something you're not okay with, then you're just inevitably gonna get mad about that.
Yeah, it's gonna cause for a blow up. I'm gonna tell y'all, take it from experience. You do not want to get to that point. If something's bothering you, you need to come out and say it right away. And if your partner or even friends or whatever it is that may be, person that you're trying to get with, if they're doing something that bothers you, don't hold it back because it's just going to continue. They're not mind readers. If something's bothering you, you need to say it. And if they have a problem with what you're saying, and if they try to say, well, you know what, you don't care about me, or they pull some manipulative shit like that, you need to walk out the door because that's a big red flag. If they really care about if they really care about you, they'd care what you have to say and they take what you're saying into consideration as long as it's within like reason.
And on the other side, the person that's being told, hey, I don't like what you're doing, needs to accept that and work with the other person to find out what both people are comfortable doing. Because each person has different needs.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have an ex that would, like, have a meltdown every time I told her, I don't like this, you doing this. And that causes issues. That is a major red flag. If they do not listen to your issues, that's a red flag. So you need to listen to your partner's issues and actually take it into consideration. Try and work with them.
Right. Another thing is, like, after you get through this whole, you communicate to your partner, whoever it may be that you're communicating to, and everything is all good, that's good. Now, with long distance relationships, communication is even more important than anything.
Yeah, it is. Because it's easier to tell someone is upset in person, right? You can't really do that if they're on the other side of the country. Because it's very easy to hide stuff, even if you're still on a camera. It's easier to tell how somebody's feeling in person. So, like, when you're over the internet, it's actually easier to hide it.
Right.
Because the camera is still different from real life.
I mean, it's easy for me to just answer a phone call on video call and just put up a smiling face for like, a couple, like an hour or so, whatever, and then you hang up the phone. You don't know what's going on.
Exactly. You don't know what's going on afterwards.
So that's why communication is very important. Check up on your person, your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your they friend. I don't know what terms you guys use. Just check up on them. Communication is constant, like, needed in long-term relationship, long distance relationships. Like for me and Red here,
we did something very different than what most people do, and it will most definitely won't work for some people because we were in call 24/7
for the whole time that me and Red were talking. We met I want to say late November, and we talked from, I think, the first time we actually DM'd, because me and him were actually constantly in call on a Discord server 24/7. And then I believe it was the 27th of December, because brain with dates. 27th of December was also the night of that AJR concert. And that was when we started DMing each other and we started getting really close. And we were on video phone call from sun up to sundown. From wake up, we literally woke up together, went to work together, went to sleep together, and repeated the process. Like, my phone was constantly overheating overnight, like, or my iPad, I would switch my phone to my iPad to my laptop until I figured out that I could just use my laptop and it's easier. but he had it easy because he had a ring light.
Yeah, I had a ring light. I literally had we had a call that lasted 6 days,
Yeah.
and Discord cut it off,
Mm-hmm.
and then we just restarted it
Yep.
immediately. We were just in
And
call 24/7.
we actually ended up having to make our own like private server because there were times where I would wake up because obviously he was 3 hours behind me. So I would wake him up around like 11 my time, which was like 8 o'clock his time, so he can get up for the day, do what he needs to do, and then go to work. And while he was sleeping and if I'm at work, a couple of other friends would be in the Discord server. So I would leave the call on his end, hang out with them, and every once in a while check up on him to see if he was sleeping or not. But if you're alone in a private call on Discord, it kicks you from it. So I told him, I was like, hey, we should make our own private server. So now nobody gets kicked from calls anymore, and it's just a beautiful fucking thing. So after that, we started vetting on January 6th.
Mm-hmm.
So this June 6th will actually be 5 months
Okay.
since we've officially started vetting.
It probably feels like a lot longer because we were together 24 hours a day.
We were together 24 hours a day since the ending of December.
And like we're no longer like that anymore, mainly because I'm working 80 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the jobs I can't really be on call all the time.
Right. It's not like California anymore.
Yeah, it's not like California anymore.
Plus, it's not always that's you that's working too.
Mm-hmm. It's not just me that's working anymore.
Yeah. So but we're gonna be okay.
Yeah, we're getting used to that. Our communication hasn't changed, though.
No, it has not.
Because we got to know each other so well, we know how to communicate. And we still keep everything very open. Like, hey, I'm not okay with this anymore. Or, hey, I'm still okay with this.
Right. And not only that, like, because of the fact that we were on video call together literally 24/7, I can give Red, like, a side look, and he'll know that something's up. Like, I can blink the wrong way. I can blink starting with my left eye instead of my right eye, and this motherfucker will be like, hey, Chris, what's on your mind? And I'll look at him like, huh? And, like, I could tell the same thing with him. Like, the way he just looks. Like, he could be muted, turn his camera on, and I would look at, like, his eye twitch in the slightest way that nobody else would notice. And I'm like, hey babe, what's on your mind there? You good?
Yeah, and she would. Like, my whole body would be completely still, and my lip would just twitch slightly. And she would just message me instantly, hey, what's going on? I'm just like, how the fuck did you know?
Yeah, but the thing is that me and him are also inside of each other's heads. We played video games together, and there were like questions that were randomized, and me and him couldn't tell each other what questions we had, but we got the same question and we put the same exact answer twice. We're literally inside of each other's head. It's funny.
Not just that, we make the same decisions at the same time.
We have the same thoughts about people sometimes. Like, we literally like are inside each other's heads. Like, we could have problems. I could have a problem with somebody or something, and I'll be so scared to tell him, not even realizing that he's thinking the same thing. It's happened a couple of times.
And I'd be so scared to thank her or tell her. I'd be so scared to tell her what I'm thinking of that person because of what my ex used to do.
Mm-hmm. But I think that after, because me and him had a huge conversation. We've had a couple of really big conversations before. And I think that after having that conversation with communicating to what was bothering us that night and what the factors was and who was involved, I don't think that me and him are ever going to have a problem communicating about something that's going down. But that's the whole thing, is that if we would have never communicated to each other that night and we never told each other what was going on, we'd both be bottling the shit up on the inside, which would lead to a few explosions that you say shit that you do not mean in that moment, and that's when things get very, very messy, and that's something that you don't want to happen.
So it's very important you tell your partner, you tell your friend, you tell your family member, anyone that you're in a relationship with, that you trust,
Right.
what's going on.
And if that person can't just sit down with you, especially if it's the person that you're in a relationship with and you want to give all your trust to, and you try to talk to them about how you're feeling and they try to invalidate it in any way, shape, or form, or tell you, well, you're just thinking that because of X, Y, and Z, and they don't try to like help you through it or explain to you or let you explain why you're feeling that way and help you through it, they need to get tossed to the fucking side.
They do. Something I do with Chris, like, there's times where it's like, she's very upset, but she can't figure out why. So I sometimes have her go through all her thoughts and the events that triggered this emotion.
Mm-hmm.
And then find the link in all those events. And
You don't even need to do that because I'll be so pissed off at something, I won't even know what. I would be ready to rip out the throat of the next person I see. Like seeing red going for the fucking kill, whoever tries to get in my way. All this motherfucker needs to do is just call me. I don't need to see his face. Well, I do. That helps a lot more. But his voice plus his face alone, gone. I don't even know what I was mad about. He could literally just ask me some stupid shit like, "Hey babe, did you put the color blue in the microwave today and press on for 50 strawberries?" I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about, but for some reason it has some type of calming effect on me.
It's because I do charm person, okay? I'm a real life bard, and I'm using charm person to the 8th level on you, okay?
You won't even realize you're doing it though. Like he'll call me, like he won't even know I'm mad. And I'll put on a persona and be like, "Yeah, hey babe, what's up?" And he'll just start talking and I'll just be like the wave of like calmness that just rushes over, and I'll yell at him for it too. Like one day he actually thought I was fucking mad at him.
Yeah, I did.
He got so upset and I got so scared and I was like, "No, I'm sorry, I love you, I'm not mad at you." Because I was like, "Fuck you, I'm mad at you." And he's like, "You're mad at me?" And I was like, no, I didn't mean it that way, I swear. It's just, let me be mad for 2 seconds. I want to be mad and feel my emotions, but your motherfucking ass won't let me.
That's your fault. Just let it happen.
No. I'm not allowing it. Okay. Like, there will be times where I'll go to him and I'll want to blow up. Not on him, but like just rant. And it won't happen. Because, I don't know, somebody come to get their mans. Because I don't know what the fuck is going on here.
Like, you want to blow up, but you just can't because you're no longer mad about it?
Because I'm no longer mad about it.
Okay.
Either that or I'll forget why I was fucking mad. I'm getting mad just talking about it. I'm getting mad because it's making me realize all of the shit that I wanted to fucking rant about. I couldn't. Because somehow your fucking ass calmed me down without even trying.
Is that why you go to Tony to go rant now? It's because
Tony's the first person I call because I stay mad. But me and Tony, we're both Italian. We're both Sicilians. We love gossip. Mm-hmm. I mean, I will take all the fucking drama. I will listen to all the drama that's going on between two people. Don't bring that drama to me, though. I'll listen, but I don't want to be a part of it. We just like to gossip. That's just how it is. So I know I can go to her for it. Plus, she'll like check up on me, like, "Yo, Chris, anything going on?" I'm like, "Yeah, X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah." And we'll sit there and talk for hours. And then she'll convince me to talk to Red. And then I'll go to him all hyped up and fired up and ready to fight somebody. "Hey, babe, how was your day?" "Mine was good. How was your, babe?" Like, that was it. Like, literally. And he's laughing because he knows it's true.
I do. I've seen it. She comes in all huffy puffy. I just start talking, just instant, very happy, just calm, collected. Just
because I melt.
Yes, indubitably.
When your 2-hour level advancement communication is just instilled in the fucking brain. Again, you see, we got off topic. We literally got so off topic just now.
We did get off topic, but it's okay. At least she matches my energy that I give off.
Like, it's literally like twins of like each other, like in this relationship, and it's kind of scary sometimes.
What is your favorite way that we communicate?
Looks. Because we could be in a call with everybody, and if somebody's speaking and we all have our cameras on, I could just look at him and I know exactly what the fuck he's thinking about, and then we'll go back into a private call and just shit talk the next like 5 fucking minutes of like whatever the fuck was going on. But I could tell, like, if I'm doing something or if he's doing something, I can just give, like, we can literally just give each other's looks and we know, like, okay, back off, or like, that's good, or like, that's enough, or whatever. Or like, before me and you do anything, like, in our private life, like, even like in a scene or whatever, I like the communication that we have because we're constantly checking up on each other no matter what.
Yeah,
Whether
even
in the
a
bedroom or
scene.
whether it be in the bedroom or it be just us hanging out, like like when we went to the pier when you came to Staten Island, we always checked up on each other, and
Yeah,
I love that about us.
I still asked if you wanted to do XYZ or if you wanted to do something different.
Right. And I love that about us because it's not just like, okay, we're going to do this and then that's it. Like, if one of us starts to get uncomfortable, I know that we can tell. Like, especially me. When we went to go, when we met up halfway, I started getting uncomfortable. You knew on an instant what was going through my head.
Yes, I did. I could tell it, and it's because you told me what you've had happen to, like your past. What shaped you to who you are today.
Right.
So because I knew that, it was easy for me to figure out what's going on. And only because you told me. If you didn't tell me, I wouldn't have known. Something I want to try, like communication-wise with you, though, is like non-verbal communication, not just looks, like hand signals.
Yes.
Like
I see those on TikTok all the time. I was going to talk to you about that.
Not, I'm not thinking of it because of TikTok. It's what I did with my ex. Like
I saw that because of TikTok.
Yeah, we had certain hand signals that signaled to each other. That way, if you're in an uncomfortable situation and like you don't want to say, "Hey, I just want to go," you can just look at your partner and just do a quick little hand signal that only you and your partner know. And it could just be like, hey, I want to go. Let's go.
Like, you could just, like, take your index finger, just drag it down your chin a little bit, and, like, that could be, like, a hand signal for it.
Yeah.
And
your partner can have a response. Like, if he needs a few minutes, he can just be like, few minutes.
And I'm sorry, I got excited about that because you also do that to me. You do, like, one, which is when we're walking and we're holding hands, if you want to say good girl to me, you tap my hand with your fingers.
Yes, I do.
So that's one of them. But I do want to do the other hand things because I see them on TikTok all the time, and I would keep going to ask you about it, but I always forget, and you just brought it up. That made me hella excited. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's okay.
I just got so excited over that.
That's another thing I absolutely love about Chris. She gets excited over the stuff people say are boring, like communicating. I know it's not the most exciting. It's not the sex. It's not the excitement, but it is key. It is highly important. You know what your partner is thinking, and they know what you're thinking.
I don't understand how people can say communication is boring, and y'all wonder why your relationships fail. Like, the fuck? She cheated on me. I don't know what I did wrong. What did she try to tell you? No, I don't talk. Who talks to their girlfriend? That's gay. No, it's not, bitch. The fuck?
Who talks to their girlfriend? That's gay. Oof.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I've heard people say that shit before. It's like, oh, I don't want to do that lovey-dovey shit, or like I don't want to do like all that shit. Like, nah, like what I say goes or whatever. Some stupid shit. Some wild people on the internet be saying this shit about their relationships. Like, you wonder why you're single. Like, you wonder why ain't nothing working out for you. My New Yorker's accent is
it's
in me.
If you don't communicate, you're just eventually gonna break up, or you're gonna friends are gonna walk away from you. You have to communicate. Today, it will be a short episode, mainly because I have no air conditioning right now, and I am absolutely roasting at the moment.
Yeah, so to give Red some sanity, we're going to cut the episode short this week. I just want to thank everybody for listening for this very short episode, and we're going to try and make it a little bit longer for you guys next week. We're going to be back Saturday at 12 p.m., and you can join us on Spotify, YouTube, Podbeam, Amazon Music, or any Alexa device. And we are also live on Pandora, so make sure you give us a follow on there and hit that subscribe button if you're joining in on YouTube to stay updated when a new episode comes out. And you can also follow us on Instagram for any and all updates about the show. My handle is CSev97 and Red's is Redmoonsystem. We are the Discord Brats, and until next Saturday, peace.
Have a wonderful night.